between us, we're out of sorts. Thank God we're not keeping score. Losing our mind to cannibal corpse, making that thing swing back and forth.
Hey guys, Joe the Tech Guy back here with another episode. For those of you new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure you hit like and subscribe so you get notified every time I put out new content. For those of you returning, thank you so much for stopping by again. Now, if you watched my previous video, we did an unboxing of the new M2 iPad Air, the 11-inch model that's we got here. And I got it right here in the Magic Keyboard case with the USB-C Apple Pencil as well. Now, I want to get to the iPad itself to kind of talk about it. Now, compared to the previous generation, the big difference, of course, is the chip. Going from M1 to M2 is extremely awesome. Lots of power. This iPad has power to spare. But I mean, just holding this thing in your hands, I mean, it feels very similar to the previous generation. But like I said, the big leap here is in the processor. One of my favorite new features that they did add was moving the front-facing camera from here to the side. For anybody who has ever recorded videos of themselves or done FaceTime calls or done Zoom calls and whatnot, know that when the camera was on the portrait side of things, it was always really hard to kind of line yourself because the camera would be off center. So now the camera is top and center on the landscape side of the iPad, making it so much easier to do that kind of stuff. Awesome, great feature, love that. A couple of weird things with it, they didn't offer any support to the second generation Apple Pencil. You can use the USB-C Apple Pencil or the new Apple Pencil Pro if you're so inclined. I think most people will kind of go with this. It's still the cheapest one on the market. But to leave out the second generation Apple Pencil, I'm not exactly sure why. I thought that was a really kind of strange choice on Apple's behalf. Now, with this new batch of iPads, I really think that this one that I have here is going to be the one that a lot of people are going to gravitate to. With the new iPad Pros, they are amazing technology. I mean, the screens, the processors, they're the thinnest Apple products ever. This brings up a bit of a bigger thing with the iPads. Like I said, the iPads are amazing technology. They are extremely powerful. Where the issue kind of lies, though, is that the software from Apple themselves and from the other developers is not matching the pace of which the hardware is getting better and better over the years. The software and the operating system is lagging behind Apple. And all you developers out there, we need to see some innovation again happening here because it's lagging behind. There's not enough applications that really harness the capability of this hardware, right? I literally really have nothing bad to say about the tablet itself. And in this keyboard case, you need an extra USB-C port. I mean, the hardware is amazing. And there are great applications on here, don't get me wrong. But one of my biggest nitpicks here, especially somebody who started doing a lot of video again and gotten into Final Cut. So we have the paid version of Final Cut Pro for the Mac, right? You pay for it once, you have the entire application. And then you move over to the iPad where they just not too long ago released Final Cut for that. And I remember going into the App Store and saying, it just says get. It didn't list a price. I was like, oh no. What they've done is they've made it a subscription service. So you pay a monthly or an annual fee to access this other version of Final Cut. It's not the same as the desktop version. I'm not sure I understand this approach. I mean, Apple for the longest time was incentivizing its developers to make universal apps. You can make one app and it'll work on the Mac or work on the iPhone or work on the iPad. But then Apple takes one of their premier applications and doesn't make it a universal app. You literally have to you have to get another app that's not the same app. But even that, then you can't buy outright. you have to do a subscription to it. Just a really, really missed opportunity there. All they had to do was recreate the app and charge a flat fee for it, or I've just made it if you had the Mac app version of Final Cut Pro, you could get it on the iPad without having to pay for it again, or to pay monthly, or to pay annually for it. It's such a strange decision. I understand that the idea of any company is to make money, but this feels unnecessary, especially, I guess, given the lack of apps that really, really take advantage of the hardware. I mean, there's a ton of great games. Some of them, they're starting to bring like Death Stranding and Assassin's Creed, that kind of stuff that you can play on these. But like for productivity and like really hardcore apps that really, really kick ass and you can do a lot of things with, the list is really, really short. I mean, there's Procreate, there's Final Cut, and that kind of stuff. But there's not enough that really takes advantage of it. That's the biggest gripe. I love the hardware. But Apple and all you developers out there, you guys need to step it up here. And what I'm worried about is we're coming up to WWDC in June, and the focus is seemingly going towards AI, artificial intelligence, integrating that into the hardware and the software. I'm not sure that I like that approach. I know the other companies are doing it, but I think Apple should really focus on really making some killer apps that really take advantage. I mean, people love the iPad. I love the iPad, but I want to be able to do more on it. I really, really want this to be my portable computer. When I'm not at my desk here doing this, I want to be able to have something that I can do whatever I want on it. There's going to be another but that's the type of thing that this is future-proof, for lack of a better term. This is a tablet I can have in 10 years from now. But we need more software to take advantage of it all. It's awesome, but we need more to do on it. That's going to be kind of the theme here. I know I've said several times on here, but I really want to drive that point home. Awesome hardware, software, we need more. Give us more, please. All right, guys, that about wraps it up here. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time where we talk about how tech matters. HTM Tech is brought to you by Microplay, located at 265 King George Road in Brantford, Ontario, Canada, for all of your video game and collectible needs.
This episode of HTM Tech is brought to you by Rogue Energy. Rogue Energy offers a wide range of products, including energy drinks and dietary supplements, containing 0 sugar, 0 to 5 calories, B vitamins, gluten-free, soy-free, and 100% vegan. Rogue Energy products are a great alternative to those corner store energy drinks that are loaded with sugar and cause you to crash soon after. Head over to rogueenergy.com, where viewers of HTM Tech can get 10% off any order placed. Not just your first order, but any time you order. Just use offer code HTM Tech at the checkout to get your discount on one of the hottest energy drink brands on the market. Hey, don't take our word for it. Try it for yourself today.